What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the UFC 3v3 Quick Picks show on DFS Army TV. We're taking a look at UFC on ABC3, Ortega versus Rodriguez. And I'm going to go head-to-head against the big dog himself, Big Marley. We're each going to pick 3 DraftKings fantasy picks on this fight, on this card. And we'll see where we're at. Let's do this. Big Marley, you're well aware that I'm coming off a loss in last week's 3v3, bringing now we are officially, I believe it's 4-3.
Yep, you're up by 1 now. So I'm glad I closed the gap, man. If you took a 3-point lead, that'd be rough.
You know, I got to say, hindsight last week, a couple of things that went wrong. One of the guys in your favorites pick was Ronnie Lawrence, and man, I don't even know if you could have hindsighted that one, but like that he got massively out grappled was just not the expected outcome that I thought was going to happen, even if some of us liked his opponent there. On the flip side, I think my pick, again, in hindsight, looked absolutely horrible in Ricky Turcios. What the hell happened with Ricky Turquois, as they call him in Montreal? That dude, where was the volume? Where were the takedowns? Ayman Zahabi just came out and did Ayman Zahabi thing, slowed it down, out-technical this kid, and it was disgusting.
Yeah. Gross card, man. The two workers with Lawrence and Turcios were just killers in that one. Kakramanov looked amazing. So he's going to be someone to look out for. But yeah, luckily for me, you had Nunes, who got scratched before. If that fight happened, I probably would have ended up losing it. If it went to a decision anyways, even in a loss, you probably would have ended up beating me.
It was my score here was as ugly as my actual DraftKings results last week. My absolute worst week of just DFS results on UFC in months and months and months. One of the worst. One of the worst. Really rough.
Yeah, tough card. And another tough one this week. And you go first this week, which I'm actually happy about because I really have no plan. I don't know who I would want first. So I'm glad you're going first. Leave it to me and I can figure it out from there.
Oh, I know who I want.
Good.
I know who I want. I'm going with the big upside. Lots of downside too, but big upside with my first pick. And I am going favorite because there's no... So first pick, home field advantage. You got to take a favorite, or a lot of times you might take an underdog when there's only one that you really love, but a lot of the underdogs are live on this card. It's a really, you're right. It's really weird. The biggest favorite seems like a fade. It's a really strange one, but I'm starting off with Sumaderji. I think Matty Danger Schnell, the only danger he could put Sue in here is if he doesn't go for takedowns yet. That's his best path and his probably only path to a win here by submission. The thing is, again, Schnell does not go for takedowns. It's not his thing. Doesn't do it. So give me Sumaderji to outstrike Schnell and probably get a finish within the first 2 rounds. I'm starting my night off with Big Sue.
I like it. Yeah, I think he has a big striking edge. Could get a knockout in any round there. I'm going to save some money with my first pick. I'm going to go Jack Shore. This is like my favorite fight of the night. Either way, you can use both sides of this fight, and the winner probably scores over 100 points.
Again, Big Marley, this is a risky call.
Yeah, but
taking the
it's
underdog.
An all-in fight, so I'm going to go with my 2 all-in fights no matter what in this 3v3. So that's one of them. He's never scored less than 87 in a decision. I think he can win the striking in this one. I think he's the better grappler of the two. I'm just worried about him spending too much time on his back, which would lead to a good Ricky Simone score if he ends up winning. But Shore can have that same wrestling success also. So I like him to get the win here and score well. So give me Jack Shore for my first pick.
Yeah. I listen, I like it. Yeah, you did not take, so you took the favorite, but like that, Ricky Simone, great chance of winning that fight. It's risky for that reason.
Yeah.
Ricky Simone, he could win easily.
Yeah. And I thought about, even if you went Shore with your first pick, I thought about just taking Ricky later.
I don't hate taking Ricky even against Shore, but there's a couple of all-in fights, and I want to just at least mention them. you've got that one with Simone and Shore. I love it. Of course, the main event is another one with Ortega and Rodriguez. And I am torn right now. I'm really torn because I've got a couple of guys that I really like to get these W's. I think Ortega is like less likely to get the win. So only for that reason, and for that reason only. Oh man, I really want to take Ortega though. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm going with T City Ortega to get this win. I don't care. And I'm going to tell you, I left you such a layup. I don't even know if you're going to take it. I'm not even going to tell you who the layup is. But I'm going to go with Ortega. Fuck it. I was going to cheese with Punelli, but I'm not doing it. I'm going Ortega. And here's why, Big Marley. I expect that these two guys will not be that big of a gap on the feet. I do think there is a gap in favor of Yair Rodriguez a little bit. But Ortega's just going to find a way to get this guy's back, and he's going to get it, and he's going to submit him. That's just how I see it going down. I think it'll be close, and somehow Ortega will find a way. He should have a massive advantage in the grappling department. I don't know what you think there, but I bet Ortega earlier in the week.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's a tough fight. I am picking him to win by submission, but if this fight goes to a decision, I could definitely see Rodriguez winning a striking-based decision, just outlanding him, landing the harder, cleaner shots. But yeah, I would have taken Ortega if you left him for me, but that's the only other all-in fight for me, so I know what my last pick is going to be. I'll go ahead and take Puna Soriano right now. I just think he's going to knock out Dolce Lumbulia.
Can we discuss the strategy that you didn't need to take a favorite? You could have
had
your
choice
choice
of
of
underdog. You would
underdog.
stack at the same time, but you could.
You could have had your choice of any underdog you wanted, because I can't.
Well, I'm going to take Yair because it's my all-in fight, unless you want to stack it up.
No.
But I think this is such a tough card for the favorite side. Like, I'm not loving paying up for anybody, but I do think Soriano is live for a knockout in any round, and if he gets it in round one, he could put up another 120-plus point for performance. So give me Puna Soriano to get an early knockout over Dolce Lumbulia, and then my last pick, unless you want to stack.
Well, I am not stacking, so I'm glad to know your last pick. But I do want to mention, Puna Soriano, I think essentially the two, Sue Maderji and Puna Soriano are the two guys that you might want to spend up on this card. Like, if you look at Amanda Lemos, I think she's going to lose, but at 9,400, she certainly isn't scoring enough to make it. She's full fade zone. I like Shane Burgos quite a bit as a pay up option. That dude has more volume than anybody pretty much ever in the UFC, which is awesome. But like, you're not paying up for Dwight guy, or Jessica Panetta. Like, no, who are the other expensive ones? I'm just kind of trying to go through it here.
Misha Tate. Yeah, there's like so many that I'm not trying to pay up for.
They're coming down already. Yeah, it's a little tricky. So I thought Dustin Jacoby. Now, Dustin Jacoby is an underdog on the sports books, but DraftKings didn't give a shit, and they actually priced him as a favorite. He does not count, and therefore is not usable as an underdog play for the purposes of this thing that we're doing. I'm going to go with somebody, and I don't know if this is going to blow your mind, if you're going to be like, yeah, of course I would have taken him, but I'm going with Li Jingliang as my third pick. And the reason I'm picking Li Jingliang is because I think he's winning. I think he's better than Muslim Salikov, and I think he's going to win the fight. Muslim Salikov is not aggressive enough with his takedowns, and if it's standing, Li Jingliang is like much larger than him, and he's a better striker. I don't really get the whole Wiley, and plus Muslim Salikov's old as shit. So
I like that. I'm picking Jingliang also, so I'm definitely worried. I feel like I like your three more than my three, but it might come down to that main event.
It very well might. Now, I could have thrown in Ricky Simone here just as comfortably. I think Simone is like such a lock to score well, even in a loss, that he's probably like, I think in cash games this week, you definitely, and I'm going to put in your final pick here of course, in case you didn't know, Yair Rodriguez for Big Marley. So we got a little stack going in this lineup. I would certainly not use this kind of cash game. No, maybe. No, maybe. Kind of like it.
Yeah, I'm not against that stack. And that Shore Simone fight's just going to be so fun. I don't know. I can't wait for it. It's an all-in fight for me for DraftKings.
There's a bunch of good fights on this card. This card is really a level up over what we saw last week. ABC, UFC did it up for ABC, no doubt. Fights that are going to be awesome. Beyond some of the ones we have here, obviously, sure. Simone is awesome. I think that the main event is really good. I love the Shane Burgos Charles Jourdain fight. I think it's really going to be interesting. And actually, I think another fun fight on this card is Algeo Herbie Burns. Like, Herbie Burns is so different every time he comes out. I don't know which guy you're going to see, but if you don't bring your A game, Bill Algeo is going to out volume you. I love Algeo for his DraftKings scoring. He's going to volume you. He's going to get takedowns. He really can do his thing. Burns can gas out. What do you see happening in that one? I just want to pick your brain on it.
I'll tell you tomorrow on the Kill Shot.
There it is. There it is. So if you want the full card breakdown, of course, come back tomorrow for the UFC Kill Shot. But this is the 3v3. So again, Big Marley. It's got Jack Shore, Punella Soriano, Yair Rodriguez. I'm going with Sumaderji, T-City by submission, and Li Jingliang to get these wins. And I expect to be back in the W column. I think you got a little lucky with Amanda Nunes pulling out of the fight last week. It's like you had some advanced knowledge. I don't know. But we don't allow for there's no bench players here. There's no waivers. You lose a fight, you lose a fight. We established that on the Sean O'Malley card. Can't go away from it anymore. All right. Good luck this week, everybody, and we will see you tomorrow for more of this good stuff. Deuces, everybody.